Howdy pregnancy partners! Today I am 24 weeks! So that is the equivalent of being 6 months pregnant, which is absolutely insane. I actually feel like when you hear that somebody's 24 weeks pregnant, you go, wow, they're pretty pregnant. And now, that is me. I actually have a lot to talk about this week for once. I have had a lot of things happen. I've had another midwife appointment, but something major that has happened is that this whole week has been like a massive heat wave where I live. So I'm from like Brisbane in Australia, and we have had days that are like hot summer days, and it's only November, so like 37-degree days, and it has been really rough. I'm still getting over my sickness, which I thank my poor immune system for that. I've been sick for like, what, 4 weeks now? So, sorry if my voice still sounds a little bit funny, that's why. But this heat wave is actually driving me mental. And I'm not even that big yet, but when everyone says like, oh, like, you're gonna be pregnant all through summer, I'm like, holy fuck, because I am sweating and I feel like, I just feel terrible. I've got migraines, it's just, the heat and me are not best friends. I'll put it that way. So with the heat wave, my congestion in my nose has been terrible. Like, it has been so blocked that I actually cannot breathe through my nose at all. And I'm not allowed to use any of the nasal spray things because apparently they get into your bloodstream somehow. Don't quote me, but I got told that you're not meant to use them. I have still been taking my Polaramine tablets when I need to, but I feel like they just block up my nose and don't really like clear my head or anything. So I've been trying to have like steamy showers, not too hot of course, but steamy showers to try to clear my head. And I am super tired. Like, I am super tired. My sleep has been horrible. I have been having the worst sleep. Like, I will just lay there and just be like, okay, time to fall asleep. And because I can't breathe through my nose, it's just horrible. Like, and I want to like cuddle Reese and like cuddle up to him, and I have to lay on my back, and then I know I'm not meant to lay on my back, so I'm trying to like lay on my side. And being sick is just not fun when you're pregnant, man. Like, it's not fun at all, but when you're pregnant it feels like 10 times worse. Like, it feels like I've been run over with like a steamroller. My back pain has eased up a little bit, speaking of back pain, but at the start of the week it was very bad still. I have been trying to rest more, but I find that when I rest and I lay flat on my back and I stand up, it's actually worse. So I've just been trying to like lay on my side a lot more. Cravings, because of the heat, I think I have been craving ice, like icy water and just crunching on ice, which I heard is quite common. I haven't been craving many foods in particular really, but I have been hungry a lot. Like, I'm just hungry all the time. Morning sickness wise, I don't know if this is morning sickness, but last night I got a fever and I was burning up and I was like, oh, I feel really sick. And I went and actually vomited up all of my dinner and I felt like shit. And I don't know if that was morning sickness related or just because I am sick, but that was terrible. And it was, yeah. I didn't feel like nauseous. Like, when I had morning sickness there in like first trimester, I would feel like really nauseous first, but this hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, I was like, Reese, like, I have a temperature, and then 2 seconds later I was in the toilet vomiting. So I haven't vomited like at all besides that really. So hopefully my morning sickness is not coming back, but I think it may have just been a bug. So fingers crossed. My midwife appointment went really well this week. I really liked the lady that I got, and here where I am, I'm going to a public hospital to have the baby. And she told me that because of my bicornuate uterus, I actually might be able to have a natural birth. So that was really exciting, because I got told from the start by multiple doctors that I would have to have a cesarean, and I've always wanted to have a natural birth. I think a lot of mothers-to-be or just women out there just sort of think about it their whole lives, like having a natural birth and going into labour. So she told me that nobody should have told me that I had to have a cesarean, and that we'll see how things go. But she found his heartbeat straight away. She seemed to know exactly what she was talking about. Like, she was fresh out of uni, like, and I didn't feel like she looked down on me and Reese for being young, whereas I felt that in the past when I've had like an older midwife or an older doctor, where they kind of, I don't know, you feel a little bit judged just because you're young. But yeah, this lady that I had a couple of days ago, she was just beautiful, just fantastic, answered all my questions. One of those was about Braxton Hicks contractions. I have been having Braxton Hicks for a few weeks now, I realise, and I didn't know they were Braxton Hicks, but like when your whole stomach gets really, really hard and tight, and it's just like kind of like a cramp, but it's not like painful, it's just uncomfortable, like everything just gets really, really hard, and like I don't know how to explain it. But so I've been having Braxton Hicks, she confirmed that with me, and I have like mild carpal tunnel syndrome in my fingers on my right hand. The other day my fingertips started paining really bad, and I was like, that's really weird, and I'm like flicking my fingertips, but apparently it's carpal tunnel syndrome, which can happen when you're pregnant. I do have RSI in my right hand because of holding my camera. I'm a photographer, for those of you that don't know. And because of the swelling, and I think she said something about like you lean on like certain like veins or arteries that, you know, block blood from getting to your fingertips, and that's why it hurts. But she said if it gets really bad that we can do physio, but I don't think it's that bad at the moment, so fingers crossed. Emotions wise, I've been feeling less emotional and less moody. I'm yet to check with Reese if I actually have been less moody, but I feel like I have been way less hormonal, which is a good thing, because honestly my hormones were really starting to get me down. I would react and get angry over the stupidest things, and then I'm left feeling like an idiot because I know that I would not normally react like that. Another thing that's a little bit embarrassing is a hairy stomach. Like, I don't have a really hairy stomach, but I'm definitely getting a hairier stomach. Luckily for me, it's blonde hair, you can't really notice it very much, but it's there. And I got told that you shouldn't try to remove it while you're pregnant because it can really, really hurt if you wax, and it grows back worse if you shave. And I'm not 100% sure if laser is safe, but I wouldn't get laser at the moment anyway because it's not that big of a deal to me. Reese isn't really bothered by it, so. I still haven't gotten any stretch marks, so hallelujah for that. And the last thing, guys, is that my belly button is starting to stick out. I wouldn't say it's like popped, but I can, when I run my hand down my stomach, I can like feel it, the top of it sort of like popped out a little bit now, like it's getting wider in surface area. I don't know if that makes sense. Alrighty guys, now before I go, I will show you my belly. Hopefully you can see that. I feel like the camera's a little bit low. Oh, he's kicking. So if I pull that tight, hopefully you can see. Whew. Alrighty guys, I'll catch you next week for my 25-week update. How crazy is that? I only have like 3 or 4 weeks left of this trimester. I hope that you're all keeping cool if you're in Australia right now, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.